Wedding invitation. Mr. and Mrs. David Anders Olson request the honor of your presence at the marriage of their daughter, Lynn, to Mr. Neil Douglas Clark, York United Church, August the 15th, 1970. Now there's Tanis and my sister Karen getting out of the car. There's Stephanie, my sister, helping Karen put the butterflies in her hair. There's Mother and Father and I, Joey and I, and Father helping me up the steep embankment to the sidewalk.
And I'm hiding down in the church basement watching all this.
Now, this is Mother, myself, Lynn, Joey, Patty, which Neil's younger sister, Karen, and Steffi. So Joey's in mauve. Oh, here we are after the ceremony, coming out of York United Church. And there's Joe and Bob McLeod and Darcy, Neil's brother, and Dad Clark, Neil's father, and Patty and me. Oh, there's Aunt Bernice throwing rice, and there's all the little urchins in York watching the wedding. There's Father and Aunt Bernice. No, there's Tanis with her first long gown. Here we are back at the farm, Mount Healy. Neil and I were in the anteroom to the dining room. A kiss for the bride. There's Joe and Dad Clark and Mom Clark and Karen. And there's Viva Riley. Park Riley was Father's best man. There's Park giving me a kiss, and there he is saying hi to Neil. And there we are. Oh, there's Anaconda and Father. And who's this? I'm not sure who this is. Okay, there's Karen. Neil gave a speech and everyone's crying. It was a wonderful speech. A toast to the parents. There's Father congratulating Neil. There's the arrangement of flowers behind us, Mother made, and the cake Mother made. There's Mother. And there's Mr. McDermott. Just came into the picture and to congratulate the mother of the bride and the bride. There's Dad Clark and Borga and Mr. Prediger. There's Mrs. McDonald and her daughter Kelly and Mother. And there's Mrs. McDermott and her daughter Kelly. And there's Marion McDonald. And there's Aunt Bernice. Oh, Aunt Bernice looks lovely. And they're this is Dad Clark coming down the stairs. It's time for us to leave. And there's Mum behind him. Here comes Father down the stairs. There he is. And she's going to throw the flowers. And there's Neil and I. And we're back to where we're getting out of the car.
This is the second
film. There's my arrival, and Neil's watching me through the window in the basement of the church. There's Joey and I going up the steep embankment. Mother coming behind us. There's Mother, myself, Joe, Patty, Steffi, and Karen. And they're all in pastel colors. Joey in mauve, Patty in peach, Karen in green, and Steffi in yellow. Here we are coming out of the church again, and there's Joe and Bob McLeod, Neil's best man, and there's Darcy, his brother, and Karen in yellow, and Steffi in mint green, and there's Patty's in peach. You can see her behind with Lex Trelford, who went to university with Neil. That's right on the church steps in York, coming down the steps, and it's actually a guest that's doing the filming. One of the guests at the wedding filmed us. We couldn't afford a photographer, so all of our pictures were guests. Oh, there's Tanis, and there's Sheila, and Charlie, and Nana, and Granddad.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's Aunt Bernice throwing the rice. There she is, her and Tanis throwing rice, which was traditional. Oh, now I'm getting sprinkled with rice by Tanis. Lots of. There's out at the big house. That was the Dorchester Inn that I grew up in. There's Mother and Father and Neil and I and Mom and Dad Clark. And Mom looks lovely in her gown. And Mother's gown was a wedding dress she had dyed blue. And it looks fabulous on her. In fact, we all look fabulous. Look at us. We're up against the old brick